Year-old Bangor woman died after crashing into a telephone pole without wearing a helmet in New Hampshire.
It's almost a minute, and they're looking down at the telephone or the bottom of their steering wheel, and they're drifting over, and I try to get by them as quickly as I can within reason.
Other contributing factors include speed, distracting, and impaired driving from car drivers.
I've actually been hit from behind on a motorcycle where somebody's been on their cell phone.
However, officials say motorcyclists who don't wear a helmet are at greater risk of becoming severely injured or dead.
It wasn't for all the gear. I was wearing a heavy leather jacket, gloves, everything, and of course a helmet, and all those things, saved my life for sure.
AAA, along with the Bureau, is reminding folks to be aware of their surroundings and provide enough room for motorcyclists on the roads.
We can share the road, use a little common sense. I'm so tired of people pulling out in front of me. Ride within your limits.
Let's turn things over to Conrad Supinski, who's now in with the first look at our forecast. Conrad?
Thank you so much, Sierra. So a really mild and warm start to our morning today. Perfect time for our Saturday, our long weekend out there. So lots of 60s and even 70s out there, and these are temperatures that we had this morning. So nice and warm temperatures out there. Proceeded to continue to warm up out there as Bangor hit 82 degrees today, a little bit cooler by Bar Harbor, coming in at 74 degrees, 78 in Rockland, and 82 in Waterville. So perfect timing for our long weekend with those temperatures and good-looking skies out there. Lots of sunshine, just a few passing clouds through Bangor, but tonight will really cool back down into the 50s. Sierra?
Thank you, Conrad. Still to come on Fox 22 News at 10. The Bucksport Bay Festival is back after taking a 2-year break due to the pandemic. We'll have the latest. Plus, WNBA star Brittany Griner appears in Moscow courtroom for the first day of trial. We'll have those details next. We'll be right back.
I grew up in Eastport. My dad actually worked for Bangor Hydro, so that was always my goal. I've been here for 36 years. We're all that same company, from Washington County to Bangor, Lincoln, Prescott. We're all the same people. We're all from here. This area is like one big community. When we help people, that's our biggest reward, getting the power back on. We've done that for years, and we'll continue to do that.
When the Granite Shop wants to know the weather on MDI, they log on to foxbangor.com. At the Granite Shop in Sedgwick and in Trenton, we have more inventory than all other shops in the state combined. Fastest turnaround, too.
Who can you call when you need immediate help, any time of day or night? Always giving you and your family peace of mind.
AAA's legendary roadside assistance is a network with over 50,000 vehicles that respond to more than 32 million assistance calls every year.
If something happens and we're broken down, my family's not going to be stranded.
There are so many benefits to membership, and AAA is there if you're locked out of your car, need a tow, run out of gas, have a flat tire, or a dead battery.
If you have one flat tire or one battery service, that membership fee pays for itself.
Wherever you go, wherever you are, you can trust AAA to be there when you need them.
Join today, and a full year of AAA membership is just $53. We'll waive the membership admission fee, and as a special bonus, you'll receive a 1-year membership for an eligible family member. Don't wait another second. Call to join AAA right now.
Come to the Back Alley Restaurant. We have a full menu from appetizers to pizza to seafood. A full bar with happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. daily. The Back Alley Restaurant, Bangor. We are family owned and operated, where friends and family come to hang out.
Case Cookers and the Philadelphia Stars battle J.Mar Smith and the Birmingham Stallions. The USFL Championship game, Sunday at 7:30 Eastern on Fox.
Half-off deals. Save money at foxbangor.com right now. Get the best deals from restaurants, family fun activities, events, and your favorite stores all in one place. Go to foxbangor.com and click on half-off deals and see all the money you could be saving. Half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Ahead of the Bucksport Festival and the 4th of July celebration, a local business owner looks to bring community members together by showing a reboot of an 80s classic. AJ Douglas has the story.
After a 2-year hiatus, the historic Alamo Theater reopened their doors in May, showing one film each week. This week, in light of the 80s theme Bucksport Festival, the theater will feature a new Top Gun Maverick movie to give folks one more reason to come together.
We wanted to show something popular and people seem to be flocking to it, so it seemed like a good sort of bet for everyone.
Executive Director of the Northeast Historic Films, David Wise, says the theater hopes to gradually see more people coming through the doors.
The audience was very small at the beginning. People were out of practice. We were out of practice. And it's only slowly kind of growing. We're hoping to see big crowds finally showing up.
The showing of Top Gun will be in partnership with the town of Bucksport to allow ticket sales at a discounted rate of $5. The biggest goal is to give people the opportunity to spend time together in person.
It's all very well to sit on your couch and watch on 70-inch plasma, but it's a lot more fun with a crowd of people. Sit with your community rather than just at your house. I think people are ready to be out and about a little bit.
The Alamo Theater will also be showing classic 80s film, The Goonies, following the 80s bike ride later this month.
There's kind of a feeling of going back in time when you're in Bucksport. It's just really nice here, and it kind of reminded us a little bit of like some of the 80s movies we remember, like E.T. and Goonies, where kids would always be riding their bikes around.
The community bike ride is open to everyone July 21st at 5 o'clock. Bikers should plan to meet at the Elm Street Church. In Bucksport, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
As hundreds of Starbucks locations across the country are working towards unionizing, the first in Maine could soon join them. CBS's Owen Kinsley shares their claims of pushback from the company.
According to More Perfect Union, nearly 200 Starbucks locations across the country have unionized.
I've been watching the campaign all over the United States for a while, so I wanted to get involved.
Here in Biddeford, employees at the Alfred Street Starbucks are rallying Saturday for support in their efforts to unionize. They would become the first store in the state to do so.
Pay is a number one concern right now. We want a set, reliable schedule. We want to have better benefits that are accessible to all partners and safe to use.
The bottom line is it gives you an empowerment in a workplace you don't have otherwise.
Employees claim there has been pushback from the store about forming a union.
All people are looking for is a voice at the table, and when management pushes back on that, we think that's for a reason.
There's a lot of union busting things that were going on. There were a lot of rumors that weren't really true about unions, basically referring to us as a third party, and other things like we can't transfer stores or borrow partners from other stores, which isn't true.
A representative with Starbucks told CBS 13, "We unequivocally support our partner's voice to be heard in response to today's rally." They also say they disagree with the term union busting, saying that the people who spoke with employees were the store's local leadership team. They argue that they encourage workers to do their own research on unions and participate in the decision to unionize.
Right now, we felt like we were essential one day and disposable the next.
Starbucks workers expect to find out the result of their vote to form a union on July 14th.
Former Governor Paul LePage was on the campaign trail Friday morning, making a stop at the Holden Police Department. LePage spoke with the members of the department, including Chief Chris Greeley, as well as the community members and the media. He touched on topics including recent Supreme Court decisions and his stance on abortion rights in the state of Maine.
Roe v. Wade has not been overturned in the state of Maine. It was codified in 1993 by the way, a Republican governor. And I have no reason whatsoever to challenge that. The heating oil crisis that we're facing this winter, the food crisis that we're facing, those are the issues that we have to be talking about. I am not going any further with the topic of abortion. It's just not on my radar.
LePage will face off against Governor Janet Mills in November. In other news, this 4th of July, head to downtown Bangor where you can experience a variety of activities for everyone. Come hungry and eat happy. as you can start your day off with a pancake breakfast hosted by the official Bangor Breakfast Kiwanis Club, followed by a parade starting at Wilson Street in Brewer and ending at Exchange Street in Bangor. After the parade is over, participants can enjoy a free concert at the Bangor waterfront to benefit Eastern Maine Medical Center before ending the night with fireworks over the Penobscot River. Members of the Bangor 4th of July Corporation say they're excited for the upcoming event.
This for us is very huge. The reason we went with Welcome Back because it felt so right at this time. We have been isolated for a couple of years now, and normalcy is out the window, and we want to bring back a little bit of normalcy, a little bit of Americana back to the greater city of Bangor and Brewer.
This year marks the first time the town had a 4th of July celebration. For the first time in 2 years, the Bucksport Bay Festival was back in full swing in person. Matthew Jaronstick was there to capture this special moment.
Thanks, guys. As you can see, I'm here at the Bucksport Festival, where just a few hours ago, this event was up in the air as it was downpouring. But now with the sun nice shining down, this is an event the community holds near and dear to their hearts. The town of Bucksport saw a familiar sight along its harbor. People walking around checking out vendors, beautiful weather, and smiles without masks. The Bucksport Festival is back and better than ever. For the first time since 2019, the festival welcomed back guests, where they had the opportunity to both shop and dine at local businesses across the bay. Seeing the waterfront as busy as it was, Christina Snow was glad to see the festival continue to attract visitors.
It's just bringing a sense of normalcy back into the area, just people getting back together and doing the things that make us happy and showing our art and bringing a sense of normalcy back.
The festival has been at the center of the Bucksport community for more than 20 years, one that creates memories for everybody regardless of age. For Joshua Tripp, the memories he's been able to forge comes from the people he's used to seeing.
It's just great to see people out and about. Again, it's a beautiful day and seeing people out here and just, seeing the vendors back out here and again, just seeing, the faces I'm so used to seeing throughout the community and enjoying a wonderful weekend.
While a day is about bringing joy to many, it's also about supporting the local companies across Maine and why they are there, whether it's to serve the community or raising money for charities. For first-time vendor Hannah Overlock, the success she's seen from the festival only goes to show how much the community really missed it.
It's encouraging. There's been a lot of changes over the past few years, so I think it brings a sense of comfort and just normalcy that things are getting a little bit back to normal and we can all gather together again as a community.
Matthew Jaronczyk, ABC7, Fox 22.
When we return from the break, we'll have the latest on the 3 police officers and a police dog killed in a shootout in Kentucky. And researchers are warning beachgoers to watch out for the great white sharks along the northeast coast. We'll be right back.
Up and Spoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up and Spoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
Find meaningful work in direct care, like Carmen, who works in a residential care facility with adults with disabilities.
I can't imagine why people are not just jumping like fish in a pond, because you make such a difference. It's so humbling. Anyone who wants to make a difference, this is the place to go.
Visit caringforme.org to learn more and make an impact through a compassionate career.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America,
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
These local businesses would like to wish you a happy Independence Day, along with safe and fun celebrations all summer long.
It's $1 Million Music Mondays.
Are you guys ready to make some money?
Let's do it. Don't forget the lyrics and Beat Shazam show you the money. And if you want to test your music knowledge,
You came up here with a hot cup of nothing.
you can watch anytime. $1 Million Music Mondays on Fox and watch anytime on these platforms.
The bond between twins is a close one.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war.
As day is tonight.
Would you like me to introduce you to algebra? Ow, who? Oh boy.
And wrong is to right.
They both say weird kid who eats alone.
You can't have one without the other.
I need my own space. But we've always shared a room. I have a training bra. When you complete your training, get back to me.
Young Sheldon.
Weekdays at 6 on Fox 22. Up in Smoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up in Smoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
A tragedy in Kentucky. 3 police officers and a police dog killed in a shootout about 190 miles east of Louisville. It happened as they were serving an arrest warrant. The suspect also wounded at least 4 officers and a civilian. Fox's Charles Watson has the latest.
The suspect in this case, 49-year-old Lance Storrs, was arraigned in court on Friday and pleaded not guilty to multiple counts of murder and assault of a service animal following a deadly shootout with police in Allen, Kentucky on Thursday. The sheriff in nearby Floyd County saying the 4 officers who initially responded to the scene had no chance as they approached Storrs' home to serve a warrant. Authorities say the 49-year-old suspect almost immediately began firing a rifle from multiple positions inside of his home, killing 3 officers, a police dog, and wounding at least 4 responding officers and 1 civilian in an hours-long shootout.
Received a call for an officer assist for a shots fired complaint. They responded out here. That situation turned into an active shooter.
Following hundreds of shots fired and negotiations, authorities say Storrs did finally surrender, allegedly leaving behind a scene of carnage. According to Kentucky State Police, among the deceased is Captain Ralph Frazier, who commanded the Prestonsburg Police Department Special Projects Division, Officer Jacob Chafin, and his K-9 Drago, a duo the city of Prestonsburg says was nationally certified in drug detection, tracking, and apprehension, and Sheriff Deputy William Petrie. On Friday, Kentucky Governor Andy Bashar called the officer's death, quote, tragic news. He went on to say in this tweet, Brittany and I are praying for the families of those lost, those injured, and the entire Allen community. These heroes sacrifice everything to protect our people. In Atlanta, Charles Watson, Fox News.
President Biden is back from Europe when he slammed the Supreme Court on the world stage for its decision overturning Roe v. Wade. Now that he's back home, the president is facing a full plate of problems from the southern border to inflation. Fox's Alexandria Hof is in Washington with more.
The main focus in the gatherings of the G7 and NATO leaders was to carve out new ways to assist Ukraine, with the president putting the blame on Russia's aggression for domestic issues here as well. While wrapping up the trip Thursday in Madrid, President Biden was asked about the U.S.'s status as a world leader given record inflation and gas prices. To that, he pivoted to the Supreme Court.
The one thing that has been destabilizing is the outrageous behavior of the Supreme Court of the United States in overruling not only Roe v. Wade, but essentially challenging the right to privacy.
Republicans criticized the president's wording on foreign soil as unpatriotic. The Biden administration has been on the losing end of several recent Supreme Court decisions, among them a hit to their green energy agenda, as the Supreme Court ruled this week to remove sole regulatory discretion from the EPA. But a win did come when the High Court agreed that the president can undo the Trump-era Remain in Mexico policy. National Border Patrol Council President Brandon Judd made the point this week that without the controversy of a loss, the border crisis will continue to be ignored.
If the Supreme Court would have ruled in favor, that would have been a little bit different because now the mainstream media would have had to have covered it. And when the mainstream media covers things, then there's a little bit more pressure put on this administration.
Yesterday, before departing to spend the holiday weekend at Camp David, President Biden held a meeting with 9 Democratic governors who vowed to serve as safe havens for abortions. There, the president reiterated that he would like to see the Senate filibuster ended so that Roe v. Wade can be codified. But he also conceded that Democrats do not have enough votes right now to do that. In Washington, Alexandria Hoff, Fox News.
WNBA star Brittany Griner appears in the Moscow courtroom for the first day of trial. The athlete's family is pleading with the U.S. officials to secure her release. Fox's Amy Kellogg has more.
American basketball star Brittany Griner standing trial on drug charges just outside Moscow on Friday. During the hearing, the judge listened to testimony from witnesses, including an airport customs official. Griner's next court date was set for July 7th.
2 prosecution witnesses were called. Everything is going according to the plan, strictly by the book.
The Phoenix Mercury star was arrested in Moscow back in February. Authorities say they found vape cartridges in her luggage that contained cannabis-derived oil. On Friday, the judge formally told Griner she's charged with intentionally importing narcotics into Russia. U.S. officials say she was wrongfully detained.
I can assure you that the United States government at the very highest levels is working very hard to bring Ms. Griner, as well as all wrongfully detained U.S. citizens, safely home.
In Russia, less than 1% of criminal defendants are acquitted. But unlike in the U.S., an acquittal can be overturned. Griner's wife is pleading with the Biden administration to do more to secure Brittany's release.
This is not our typical system. So BG is not walking into a situation where there is a balance of justice.
Russian media has speculated that Griner could be swapped for Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout. He's currently serving a 25-year sentence for conspiring to sell weapons intended to kill Americans. If convicted on drug charges, Griner faces up to 10 years in prison. In Milan, Italy, Amy Kellogg, Fox News.
After this commercial, inflation is making 4th of July celebrations more expensive than ever. Those stories and more local news when we return.
Hi, I'm Ron Hazelton. For great home improvement tips and ideas, be sure to watch House Calls. Grab a cup of coffee and join me.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
What could possibly be better than our annual tent sale?
Wait a minute, I have a better idea. How about a no-tent tent sale?
He's right. Dorsey's has scoured their warehouses and suppliers for discontinued, slightly damaged, one-of-a-kind furniture and mattresses. You'll find great tent sale discounts of up to 50% off throughout our showroom. They save the cost of the tent, security, and weather damage and pass the savings on to you. Genius.
It's simple. Less cost for us, more savings for you, my friend.
Something exciting is happening at Otelco. We've been talking about our investment in fiber internet a lot lately. $33 million invested, 455 miles of fiber to 43,000 main homes. Now we have even more good news. We're joining together with GoNet Speed and taking our mission to expand fiber to a whole new level. It's the fastest possible internet, and this is just the beginning. Visit otelco.com/good news to learn more.
Hey, everyone, listen up. It's time to take back the summer.
With Fox. It's time to sing along.
With
your new summer playlist.
Time to bring the heat.
And dance. Into the summer night.
Fox is all new. Old
Summer long.
What's the first thing you want to do when you take a bite of that? Take a second.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back. Beachgoers heading to Cape Cod this summer won't be alone. Researchers warn massive great white sharks are lurking around there too. They say these predators are migrating along the northeast coast as the weather warms up. Fox's Nicole Valdez has the story.
Well, if you know Cape Cod, you know it's a huge Independence Day destination. They have some of the oldest 4th of July celebrations here, everything from parades to fireworks shows, and it's also a huge beach destination. But you really can't hit the water here without hearing about the possibility of seeing sharks off the coast.
Where there is saltwater, there could always be a shark, so you want to be aware of what's going on in the water around you.
That really is the case, especially this time of year as those sharks start to migrate towards the northeast as the Atlantic Ocean warms up. Now, those sharks, including great whites at times, move here, and they're naturally known to hunt and feed in shallow waters near the shore. That's, of course, where really the danger lies here. They're looking for fish and sometimes gray seals. Definitely not humans, but that doesn't mean that the worst doesn't happen.
We are not on the menu for sharks, so if you are worried about an interaction, it's important to just know that there are ways that you can change your behavior when you choose to enter the water to hope to limit those interactions.
Now, only about 12 shark attacks have actually been reported in the state of New York since the 1830s. In Massachusetts, that number is even lower, only about 6 attacks to date. But we know those sharks are around this area. It's really why shark safety and extra patrols are such an emphasis for this busy holiday weekend. Keeping your eyes peeled, not only in the waters, but also on the beaches, looking for those purple flags. That is going to give you an idea whether sharks frequent those areas or not, and could give you a better idea of whether it's safe to enter that water, whether it's a good idea for you and your family to do so on this holiday weekend. In Cape Cod, I'm Nicole Valdez, Fox News.
Definitely look out for those sharks this weekend because that sounds very scary. Flying may cost you time and money, but hitting the road this holiday weekend is no bargain either. AAA says the average price of a gallon of gas is $4.82, and the state gas taxes are even driving it higher. Fox's Claudia Cowan is in Los Angeles with more.
Despite really high gas prices, $6.59 a gallon here at this gas station in Los Angeles, you really do get the sense that people are so ready to take a road trip. They want to make it to that barbecue. They want to see their friends and family. They don't want to miss the fun. And this year, with the 4th of July falling on a Monday, well, that's setting up a 3-day weekend for a lot of folks. And AAA is predicting nearly 48 million Americans will travel at least 50 miles or more from home, with the vast majority, 42 million, driving. And that is setting a new record. Part of the reason, folks see what's happening at the airports, and they're saying no thanks. Travel experts say many Americans are weighing the pros and cons of flying and deciding that even a long-haul road trip is just less hassle.
They are still dealing with a lot of shortages, a lot of that being residual from the pandemic era. And so that could play into people's decision-making, whether to choose to fly or drive to their destination. I think a lot of people are really taking that into consideration. And they're probably evaluating maybe, a 4-hour drive is an easier route to take than possibly being canceled or delayed and waiting hours at the airport.
Just in time for all those road trips, half a dozen states have raised their gas taxes, including California, by 3 cents, bringing the average cost here in the Golden State to $6.27 a gallon, way above the national average of $4.82. If you are among the tens of millions hitting the road, police across the country will be conducting sobriety checkpoints. Keep that in mind, along with the best times to leave or stay put. Between noon and 9 p.m. would be the worst time to travel, according to AAA. And as for heading back, if you can leave on Monday while people are still celebrating the 4th of July holiday, you can expect a lot less congestion and safer roads. In Los Angeles, Claudia Cowan, Fox News.
Gas prices are so high nowadays. It costs nearly $70 just to fill up a tank. But you know what else is high? Those temperatures this weekend. Conrad Stupinski is in next with their full 5-day forecast. Conrad?
We had lots of warm weather out there today. Once again, some 80s across the state. How are we going to look for Sunday? And then once again for our 4th of July on Monday. I'll have all that good stuff coming up.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Go for launch.
Welcome to your family fun entertainment center, Movie Rocket Entertainment Galaxy in Bangor. Movie Rocket has 7 state-of-the-art theaters showing the newest released films. There's the Starcade, where you can play your favorite arcade games for hours of fun. Plus, kids 7 and under love the inflatable Galaxy Jumps bounce houses. For more information, go to MovieRocketBangor.com. Movie Rocket Entertainment Galaxy, Odland Road, Bangor. It's out of this world.
All we really want is a whole lot of money. It's $1 Million Music Mondays.
Are you guys ready to make some money?
Let's do it. Don't forget the lyrics and Beat Shazam show you the money.
1.
And if you want to test your music knowledge,
You came up here with a hot cup of nothing.
you can watch anytime. $1 Million Music Mondays on Fox and watch anytime on these platforms.
I did what I did to save my son. But this is not who I am.
The Cleaning Lady. Watch the entire first season before new episodes this fall.
Happy Saturday and welcome back. So let's talk a little bit about weather out there. I know we all want to hear the questions. Is it going to rain? Is it going to be sunny on our 4th of July? But let's talk a little bit about today's forecast, as we did have a couple of showers pass by Bangor earlier today, but now that has dissipated and just a few clouds are left out here, and most of the northeast just has a little bit of rain clouds out here, but more rain showers closer to Boston, New York, and New Jersey. So we are finally in the clear, and we'll continue to stay in the clear with lots of sunshine out there for our weekend. Our 4th of July weekend looks real nice out there. Tomorrow, once again on Monday, and then by Tuesday, more chances of rain arrive. And it's not going to be a big system, just a couple of rain showers. And then into Wednesday is when it really starts to ramp back up. So maybe anywhere from ½ an inch to an inch of rainfall. But that's after our 4th of July weekend, luckily for us. And most of the United States is looking nice and warm out there. Lots of 70s, 80s, and 90s across the northeast shoreline. So looking real nice across the boardwalks. So hopefully you guys are out and about, maybe on the beach or maybe on the boat out there, with a good warm start to your morning in the 60s, even some 70s out there. So it's a little bit on the humid end and warm for the morning. But today really warmed up out there into the 80s, close to 90 degrees in some locations, but we had 82 as a high here in Bangor. So really nice and slightly above average temperatures out there. I feel like it's a perfect timing for our long 4th of July weekend with these nice temperatures that are going to be sticking around and a good amount of sunshine. But tonight will be another pretty chilly one out there in the mid-50s with partly cloudy skies. And the wind is going to be pretty calm out there. And then tomorrow, check that out for Sunday. Perfect timing. 80s are back with lots of sunshine out there. The wind will also be pretty calm. We'll be blowing from the northwest anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour, close to 15 in some locations, but still a nice and warm day out there. But our 5-day outlook does show sun sticking around for Monday, which is our 4th of July, and temperatures in the 80s out there. So really nice and mild and sunny for Sunday and Monday, and then more rain showers arrive by Tuesday. We'll get a little heavy overnight on Tuesday into Wednesday, and then that moves out and we clear back up by Wednesday into Thursday with temperatures back into the 70s. Sierra?
Conrad, thank you. Fireworks, cookouts, and the return of the 3rd annual Fox Bangor Sports Hot Dog Eating Contest. Sounds very exciting. Find out who the winner is next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
sitting outside for your morning coffee, the sounds of the birds and the feeling of that warm breeze around you. Hey, this is what summer is all about.
And right now, get 15% off on all outdoor furniture.
Experience the outdoors at Jordan's.
Hey, Red Sox fans, you've got to play You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Local weekly winners receive prizes. Register now at foxbangor.com. You Pick 'em Red Sox is sponsored by Twin City Tint in Brewer, Comfort Shoes and More in Newport, Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor, and Twin City Tile in Brewer.
Hey, that's great news about your shoulder.
My dogs are so happy to be playing fetch again, and I'm cleared up to go back to work next week.
I know it's been a challenging time for you. How about the repairs on your truck?
It's as good as new. I can't thank you enough. This would have been so stressful without your help.
It's our pleasure. We're representing injured Mainers every day.
Honestly, I couldn't have done it without your whole team. Calling Joe was the best decision.
We're Maine lawyers working for Maine people, and Maine people only.
The thing about domestic violence is it can happen at any point in life to anybody. The thing about Next Step is we are here at any time for you. If you feel like your relationship has gotten somewhere you never wanted it to be, just know we are here for you and we'll always be here for you. One thing we often hear is, if I had only known that you could help me with that, I would have called you so much sooner than I did. So please give us a call.
Grilling and playing yard games, stories and s'mores around the fire pit. Soak up every minute of the season with your friends and family. And right now, get 15% off on all outdoor furniture. Experience the fun at Jordan's.
Niecy Nash hosts the new music game show where you guess the lyrics or it's...
Bye, bye, bye. You are killing it!
Don't forget the lyrics, all new Monday on Fox.
Welcome back, everyone. We'll start things off overseas. Why not? You all likely know at this point, Newport's Cooper Flag earned a spot with Team USA in the FIBA U17 World Cup in Spain. Competition began over the weekend with Flag and the United States opening up pool play on Saturday afternoon with a dominant 120-44 win over Lebanon. Didn't take long for the Americans to assert their dominance and up big in the second half. Look at this dunk from Cooper Flag, making his presence known right there. And assuming they advance out of their group as he gets the assist here, Flag and Team USA will start the tournament play of the competition with the round of 16 on Wednesday. And of course, we will have continued coverage of that as the FIBA World Cup continues. For now, let's talk some baseball, because this past Thursday, Chris Sale made his third appearance at Hadlock Field in the last 2 years. Once again, in front of a sellout crowd. And out of all the places he's been on the rehab trail back to Boston, sounds like Maine is right at the top.
He's only pitched a handful of times in Portland, but make no mistake, Chris Sale is a big fan of Maine.
I wanted to come here. I love this place. I absolutely love it. We have great staff, great training staff, great coaching staff. It's a beautiful city. I love it up here. It's like you can't beat this.
And he loves coming to Hadlock, hanging out with the guys, and even popping in for a team photo.
First minor league team picture was yesterday. I put on a Sea Dogs uniform